Welcome back, welcome aboard. All aboard for How Not to Game with Callie Jack. I'm Callie Jack, and this is a Saturday, so we must be doing Max Chaos. Max Chaos is our equal and opposite reaction to the Fix It series, where we try to fix things. Because for every action, fixing things, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Break it more. Or in our case, where we were going from trying to make things cleaner to making it even more chaotic. I am still fighting the cold. There will be long periods in between the videos compared to my first run at this. Hopefully, I'll get back to form soon. I am not counting on it. It took an hour for me to recover from talking for 20 minutes, so we'll see. As you can see, we've got a lot of jam ups going on out here. Trying to figure out what all is going around. The heck is this train? Oh, that's an ore hauler. Okay. He should be on that. Yeah, he's going to the right spot. Okay. Hit the start button. Oh, the BR-38s are no longer being made. Yes, that's sad. We'll miss the BR-38s. They were a good steam engine. All right. Gonna take and let things go. As you can see, the car dealership train is loading up the auto racker. And because that's happening, we need to not so much prevent it, but so that these guys can get through. That way he can go in and out. There. Those signals like that will let them take an approach and hold for each other depending upon who's got the clearance and the signals. Max Chaos doesn't mean, in my book, max destruction. And I had a feeling that's what was holding that train up, was that our boy here had managed to tie everything up, and being the newer line was blocking the auto racker from going. The auto racker's bucks. Let's see how much bucks. Because bucks do matter even in these games. 2,500 for that short run. He's only going to pull that flat four forward. This is not one of those games that the signals don't mean anything and the engineers drive through. I will someday down the road do that comparison between OpenTTD and Simutrans, where I say that the main difference is the engineers and their mentality or psychology. I don't know which. Anyhow, so I'm sitting here and we're trying to take and do that 2 incinerator plants I had to put in to fix everything. Where's that other one at? Well, let's use our lists. Come on, Dave. Don't do it the hard way. By nobody. The incineration plant. Served by no one. In the middle of nowhere. Oops. Yeah, I can't place signals on top of it. And he's got 4 scrap yards that he brought in, plus the 3 we laid that are all going to need names, and that incineration plant we got here. So New Cross Incineration needs a name. I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm just going to leave it as New Cross Incineration Plant for now. Sorry if my coffee clank is a little loud today. It's little things like that that actually tell you I'm not AI. be smart enough to put it drinking coffee into it. Its algorithm. You know, it's going to be a hard turn somewhere there, no matter what I do. Now, this guy needs to get to Ren. Well, let's see what we can do to take and get him up to Ren. Got no problem. Doing a bridge over this. And then tunnels under that. Alright, so jog him to here for the tunnel. You have to come over to here. You are an up, and now you are a slope, and you are a smooth, and a smooth. There we go. Now do a slope and the opposite slope. Where is he? There he is. Do the road down into him. Thank you. Road tunnel. Grab the road again. And we're doing a depot. And he's going up to Ren. Now, if I remember right, at Ren, I already had a road station. And it's connected already. Cool. So we're not really doing chaos except we're adding, things for it to avoid by doing some road work here. Because roads make rails more chaotic too. Roads and rails don't really like to cross. That's why you see so many people talking about the removal of an at-grade crossings to above or below grade crossings. It's better to have those bridges as, high maintenance as they may be long-term, costly, versus all the accidents you get at an at-grade crossing. Because the accidents cause just as much chaos. I mean, just delay time alone is, probably more than construction would be. All right, let's go ahead and build this in. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves a single truck to put on that. I really don't think we need more than one truck. And he's going to go from this guy up to Ren. And we'll let him have the inside one. 100% that. Blue Ren tanker trucks. Start them off, and hey, let's go take and fix that station name. Well, I want max chaos. I need it to be simple max chaos, not just cluttering. I want it to crash due to number of stops, not length of names of stops. And the max characters, and things like that. All right, what can we do next? Let us identify where that other, so this guy would have been a nice clean shot. So, oh, this guy's going to be the fun one to get. So how do we get this guy to go up to the incineration planet New Cross? Because that is the, yeah, it's New Cross. Ooh. Well, we know that's the New Cross line. Dare we take and run things down the same line without a passing signal? Oh, we had a break. We had a rail break. Good thing I saw that. It's probably been causing me some problems. He's probably been using some wild routings instead of the routing I hoped he'd take. Probably still going to use those wild routings. Clean that up just because. Even though chaos, technically that's right. Max chaos, max chaos. Got to leave it in. All right. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, see, he's using a different. He's using a higher speed pathway. Let's take a ride with this guy. What is he doing? Yeah, the PSC mandated trash line. What are you doing? Okay, so you're coming back from delivering. Instead of following the path we want you to, you're going along this, which is rated at a higher speed, over towards the depot. So you're passing Cement Depot. Okay, turning right at Power Breaker Station, aren't you? Yep. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so by upgrading that to high speed rail, it will take and force him onto the line we want him on. Because what he's doing right now isn't doing what we want, which is to utilize this line to make it so that, yeah, this was a cool idea. Because right now he's just just floating along. Then he goes back over to the right rails. Well, that was an interesting choice for it to make. And it did mean that we can tie into that a lot easier. Of course, what I did just may change his rules. Yeah, after that, he's going to follow the right route. Okay. So he just did something weird in a stretch, but part of that was that break in the right line. I think that he was still reading it and was finding a way around it. All right, how do we get the heck out of this? Can we get the heck out of this? Doot, doot, doot. Both of those are blocked by the power lines. We'd have to relocate power. And I really hate to say this. This is a weird lineage for power. But we're after chaos, so we're not caring. Finances are 1.2 last year. 77 in the chaos game. 80 in the fix it. 77 in the chaos. So we're going to see if chaos actually winds up making us more money. It's going to be more and more chaos games down the road. All right, so first things first, how long of a station can I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I've immediately got to kick in. But oh man, this is. Oh. Okay. We're going to have to do the weird kind of station. I don't do these that often. These are what's called a disconnected station. Because of station catchment areas, you can put a station down and see that orange boxing lets you catch. So we're going to use that to maximize our chaos. Now I got to figure out how to get him across this. Okay. Straight out of the gate, he's going to do that. Come over to here because that will let me dive under. Do a nice long bridge here. Make certain we tie it in like the last time. Each of these being its own line out is making this funner. There we go. Do this like that. Now if I do this right, now it should let me do that. Now I don't have a problem using a loop system like I'm doing. So we're going to do this kind of loop. Now it's going to tell everything to take and loop it that way. To get in and out, that will allow us capabilities of crossing. And because I'm crossing each other too, that's even cooler. So one's going to go down this one and one's going to go down this one. And I think down the road they may both wind up taking this at the same time. So I think what I will do is go ahead and do a set of one ways here. But it's still, you know, the chaos has been made. That's all that matters. The chaos has been made. I know it's technically a violation of my rule, but there we go. He's all connected up. Now we need to figure out who's closest dispatch. Mount Manor Twain dispatch. No. I said do this. Oh goodness, it shrank it again. Alright, we're going to keep the same type because it's trash. Oops, don't need that. One back. There we go. Okay, where was he? Right there, Ashlock Scrapyard. there. Promote to line. That other one should adjust. That gave me a name for that. We're going to call them lock headers litter. So let's go ahead and go back down here and give that industry a name. And name the industry so we know we dealt with it. I really got to clean that keyboard. All right. Trains are running. We're at 21 minutes. That's our rule. Hey, you know what? This has been max chaos. Not as maximum chaos, but we keep adding a thread after a thread after a thread. Hopefully I'll pick up. It's going to be a little bit, I can tell already, before my voice feels ready to take and keep going. Have a better day than I'm having, which doesn't take much, guys.